Our guest this half hour in News Talk is Dr. Stephen Cusin, here to talk about patient advocacy. And our topic today, and you were talking about this earlier, it refreshed my memory because it has something to do with...
It's lung cancer.
Lung cancer, yes. Because there are so many ways now to prevent cancer just by common sense. But what are some of the ways that you can help prevent lung cancer? You know, pre-detection is obvious. Early detection is the best way.
And that's, well, the best way is to not smoke or to quit if you do. I was a smoker most of my life, and I quit about 10 years ago. But 250,000 people a year are diagnosed with lung cancer, and the vast majority don't make it 5 years. Lung cancer affects way more than prostate, breast, and colon combined, so it's a real big problem. It turns out now there is an early detection technique, so it's pretty exciting. It cuts the mortality to death rate of lung cancer by 20%. Originally, it was sponsored by and supported by the X-ray doctors and the societies for lung surgeons. And I kind of looked at that as well. They're going to be making a fortune with more X-rays and more lung surgery. But recently, the American Cancer Society, the United States Preventive Task Force Service weighed in. And these are the 800-pound gorillas. These are the Navy SEALs of medical science for us. So when they say they support CAT scans every year for high-risk populations to detect early and to find curative lung cancers, you have to give them a hard listen.
Now, high risk, obviously, smokers or those that are in homes with smokers, if maybe job-related?
No, because the risk is there, but your risk for a CAT scan has to be really high, because the problem with CAT scans are they see everything.
Sure.
And they see a lot of stuff you don't need to be seen. So you got to have a high, if you're low risk, most of the positive CAT scans are going to be false positives. And then you're going to be followed every year, scared to death because they're following a nodule.
Yep.
You're going to get a lot of cumulative X-ray exposure. You're going to be nervous, or they're going to needle you, or they're going to operate on you. So you really got to be high risk, and that's 30 pack years of tobacco for ages 50 to 75. A pack year means if you smoke a pack a day for a year, that's 1 pack year. So someone who smokes a pack a day for 30 years, 2 packs a day for 15 years. If you want to look it up, just look up smokerspackyear.com, and you can figure out your pack year history. Because the higher it is, the greater the risk. Because the downsides are real. Half the people who are screened are going to find something. And 99% of the time, it ain't nothing. But that 1% is those are the people whose lives are saved.
Great. Dr. Stephen Cusin, thanks for joining us. We're out of time, but come back again soon.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.